give me a kiss right now. So we kiss. It's very difficult to kiss in the future. It's really difficult to kiss in the past. You gotta kind of just surrender to the nowness of the moment. So we kissed. I said, oh yeah, it's all right. We're gonna make this. We pull around the bend and we go up and to U.S. Air, because the ticket said U.S. Air. And we put our bags up there and we said, we're gonna make this flight. And the gentleman says, you're at the wrong terminal. We said, well, this is U.S. Air. And he says, yeah, but the small print says operated by United Airlines. We said, what? Can we just walk to the next terminal? No, you're going to have to take a shuttle or a taxi. So we get our bags, we go out the back cab again, we do a cab, go down there, we check in, and we're running to get to the plane, and we get there, and the plane's an hour late. We apologize to everybody for causing this delay. It was our fault. We're sorry. We went to the down. We stopped time. But you can see the past, present, and the future and how we operate. And then when we kissed and when we took the breath, I mean, kissing was keep infinity sacred sight. That's what we call it. Kiss, keep infinity sacred sight. That's what a kiss is. So we breathe. Is there a heckler in the house? Keep infinity's sacred sight. That's the word I made up. Take a breath right here. So we did not come here to get high, we came to get free from the ego-dominated perception, allowing us to not just experience our thought about reality, but to have direct contact with that which is real, that which is eternal, that which is forever, and then on a regular basis to come out of time. So that we're not past, present, or future oriented. We're in the nowness of this moment where all the power, all the presence, and all of the love is. It is here, it is now. And then we begin to see differently. You begin to look out from your inner being, and you begin to see opportunities, and you begin to see possibilities, you begin to see openings, you begin to see ways out of no ways. You begin to see the way that it really is, rather than the way it appears to be by the ego-dominated perception. You begin, and then when you begin to see it, now you become in the number of those who can describe that which is trying to express itself at this time in human history, and your description becomes so poignant, so real, so internalized, that in your being you begin to carry the vibration of the next stage of human evolution. You begin to carry in your being that which is trying to emerge. You begin to carry in your vibration that which is seeking to express itself by means of you. You begin to walk in the eternal now and become the answer to the seeming difficulties that are happening on our planet or in your individual life at this time in your individual history. In other words, you begin to walk in this awareness, not seeking to fix the problems around you, but seeking to move into that space where those problems do not exist. Jesus simply said it this way: my Father's house are many mansions, and I go and prepare a place. The quantum physicists say it this way: in this unified field of awareness, there are many dimensions. And so in that dimensionality, there are higher frequencies of that which is trying to emerge. You're lifting your awareness into that vibration, becoming the answer, embodying it, feeling it, walking in that direction, and then watch as the universe folds itself around that vibration in, through, and as you, and as a community, and that which appeared to be impossible, that which appeared to be non-doable, suddenly at another dimension where it's already done, mind you, in this field of infinite possibilities, that dimensionality is already done. The answer is already there. The solution is already there. The next stage of development is already there. It's already happening. In that space, you become the way showers for the next stage of human evolution. So you're not trying to save your little world, nor are you trying to save your little life, because if you save your little life, you'll lose it. But if you lose it for the sake of the eternal, you have the eternal, you'll have the love, you'll have the prosperity, you'll have everything. Are you following what I'm saying here?
Yes!
In other words, being buffeted around by the world, the winds. The answer to the little chick in the egg that has polluted its environment and is running out of space, they yield to the evolutionary impulse that is within them, and the little chick begins to peck and comes into a whole new world. It can't solve its problems by creating a bigger egg. It comes into a whole other world. The little seed cannot solve its problems being buffeted around by the wind. It creates it comes into the right condition, and then it blossoms as a rose bush, or it blossoms as a tree. And as it becomes itself, it is the answer to the difficulties. You're being asked by the universe to become yourself. You're being asked by the universe to grow and unfold, which handles all of the difficulties at this perceptual level. Yes?
Yes.
So you do this by making a pact with yourself that everything that you do is really about the evolution of your soul, the unfoldment of the oversoul through you. You wake up every single day with the awareness that there's a celebration going on. There's a cosmic happening. There's a vibration. There's a word that's being broadcast throughout the universe, and that you're living your life to so catch this word, to let your soul unfold, so that everything that you do has a tint, a vibration of you're living for the evolution of your soul only. Whether you're picking up a piece of paper, going to your place of employment, dealing with your children, everything that you do is really about the growth and development of your soul, which puts you into alignment with the universal flow. It puts you into alignment. And then you add to that, what you hear all the time here, you add to that your willingness to change every single day of your life. You are not seeking in any way, shape, or form to stay the same and to change the world. You are seeking every single day to be a little bit different than how you woke up in that morning. That you are a grand discovery of the infinite possibilities of your soul, and the inner work that you're doing is to discover that which is there, to express it, so at the end of the day, you're different. You've had an insight. You've had a revelation. Something has occurred in that aha moment, which has taken you out of time, that extemporal moment, which has taken you out of time, and then becomes integrated into your way of life. And so you're doing everything for the unfoldment of your soul. And you're becoming willing to change. And then what you're doing here, you learn how to practice the spiritual principles until they become a way of life, not just a lifestyle to get what you want until you're happy, but a way of living your life. Then number 4, if you find a way to serve, you become an instrument for service, and you serve 2 ways. You serve the emerging paradigm, and then like a waiter or a waitress, you serve love. Everywhere you go, love? What's love? Everywhere you go, you're serving love, you're serving peace, you're serving joy, you're serving these sacred qualities, you're emanating these qualities. You're not walking into a room picking up vibration, you're walking into a room imputing the vibration. You're bringing the vibration. You're bringing the energy. You walk into your home, you're wondering what you're going to meet. No, when you turn the key, you're feeling what you want to meet, and you bring it into the door. And so you are imputing and serving, and then you become aware that your bliss and your ecstasy comes from the activation of your potential. That's where bliss and ecstasy comes from. It does not come from just the accomplishment of a goal. In the process of accomplishing your goals, you activate the potential that is within you. You activate the powers that have not been discovered and activated yet. I'm sure Roger's a changed man after all of his ministers and board doing all of this. You're probably not the same, right, Roger? Are you still here? The old Roger's probably gone. But the activation of the potential is why you're living your life. So the ecstasy comes from the active, and I'm not talking about the drug ecstasy. The ecstasy and the bliss comes from the activation of your potential. Take the breath here. And this is, feel this a little bit. There's a celebration going on throughout the entire universe. There's a broadcast happening. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God, there was nothing created without the Word of God, which is